Hey everyone, welcome. This is actually the June edition of Circuit Queen. Welcome to our June edition of Circuit Queen, our second episode. I'm Cano, one of your co-hosts. I'm here in All Points, North Carolina. Basically I'm in the country. So I want to welcome today's co-host for this episode, Shelby. Shelby, you're on the road, right? Or where are you?
I'm actually in New York, but I'm headed back. Yeah, but I'm headed home to Texas, or headed back to Texas today. So
because you were on the road in Texas, but so it's kind of confusing. You're from Florida, but you're on the road in
Florida.
Texas.
Yeah.
And now you're New York, back to the old stomping ground. Is that right?
Yeah, just hanging out in Brooklyn, basically.
Excellent, wonderful. Well, listen, we are so excited. Shelby and I were at the Purple Party in Dallas, Texas in May, the first weekend of May. Is that correct? The Purple Party 2026. And It was a wonderful event. And we had the wonderful fortune of meeting this incredible DJ. He is from Brussels, Belgium. Correct me, Andrei, if I say that correctly. And help me. How do you pronounce your first name? Is it Andrei, or how would you pronounce it?
Andrei, it's good.
Okay, all right. Well, I wasn't sure if there was a different way of pronouncing it. Andrei is I don't know if you're in Belgium or where you're at right now. So welcome to the show. So where are you right now?
Well, I'm on a short city trip in Barcelona, but yes, I'm living in Brussels. But my roots are from Romania, actually. So I'm just living in Belgium for about 20 years now.
Oh, wow. Well, welcome. Well, thank you for joining. I know there's a time zone difference. And when I was looking up the time zone difference, because, we're both, Shelby and I are both in the Eastern time zone. I think they call the time zone you're in, is it Central European Summer time zone or something? It's something European summer. So y'all have like a European summer time zone? Is that, do you know?
The hour changes here in the winter and the summer. So
okay, all right. Because when I was googling that, I was like, they have a summer time zone. Yeah, we have like a daylight savings, and anyway, it gets really confusing. All right, so listen, welcome to the show. It's so great to have you. We're going to talk about the Purple Party that we attended. Shelby and I covered just last, and we're still kind of editing that footage that we'll be dropping all those interviews. But also we want to talk about you, Andrei, and what's going on with you, and it was just so great. I still can't get out of my mind that mix, and I apologize because I don't really know like the DJ terminology. So if I sound kind of like nerdy because I don't know that, but is it called a mix where you mixed in a song? Is that it was Losing My Religion?
That was a mashup I made before the show itself. But in fact, it's the vocals of one song on two different instrumentals. So it was three things together in one.
So what do you call it? You called it a mashup?
Yes.
Mashup. Okay. All right.
Mashup.
Mash. Oh, like mash.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I see. I'm going to be writing these so that way the next time I kind of sound like I know what I'm talking about. So anywho, so listen, we got a bunch of questions and, for you, going on. I think we're going to start off, and I have them written down, so I apologize. I have to put my cheaters on. Listen, so who would you consider to be your mentor, if any, and the DJs that inspired you?
I don't have a mentor, but I have DJs that I appreciate. Now, if we are talking about the main straight industry, I would say, of course, David Guetta.
What was No, I'm sorry. What did you say again? What was
David Guetta.
Oh, David. Okay, you heard him. All right. Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah, I'm sorry.
So I think that's one of my somebody I would look up to. I love what he does. I love that he can go from one style to another. He did go through all of them, in fact, and he's still up there.
You could describe what your audience was feeling, or describe to your audience what they expected, or what they saw from you at the Purple Party in 2026, like the recent one in May.
Well, these guys that booked me, they met me in Brussels at Ladenard, one of the most famous parties over here. It was 10,000 people indoor party. I think one of the biggest that you can find in the gay world. And they just told, wow, your music is great. We're going to book you for Purple. I knew nothing about it, never heard of it at that point. So I didn't know what to expect. Then for me, you're telling me that the club opens at 9 and it closes at 2. Already it's like, what's that kind of a club? Here in Europe, for example, La Défense, where I meet, it starts at 10 in the evening and stops at midday the next day.
Oh,
Oh,
And
okay.
alcohol
yeah,
and
yeah,
alcohol is allowed all night.
yeah. Oh, wow.
So I arrived there. I saw the room on Friday, and it was like mind blowing. The show and the lighting and everything was on point. Everything was really. I was even wondering how. Meanwhile, I played on Saturday. How do they manage to do the lighting exactly on point with my music? They never heard me. They don't know me. They never heard my music. So, but still, they did everything was excellent. It was like one of the best shows I ever had.
Ah, yeah,
That's interesting to think about because the music and the lighting were perfect and it was
yeah.
just you could like feel your music through the lights and vice versa. The lights and your music were perfectly synced and I didn't think about that they didn't know your music ahead of time to be able to do that. So they must have had I don't know, like an amazing team behind it.
Yeah.
I don't even know how you do that.
I think they had someone who can feel the music.
Yeah.
They can, even if they don't know it, they can feel what's coming or what's
Mhm.
happening or what's gonna happen or when a break is gonna come and when the explosion is gonna come. I can only think of that because I only chose my most of my songs the evening itself.
Oh, wow.
I
Wow.
never go prepare. I never prepare in
Mhm.
advance, or I'm gonna prepare. Let's say, okay, I'm gonna do a folder of
Yeah.
30 tracks, and I'm gonna build around those. And then
Yeah.
often I just arrive in the club and I say, oh no, this not, this not, this not, this not. Let's do the other
Yeah.
one. Let's do that. Let's. It's just whatever I feel is what I do.
That leads to a question that about just the culture and production of that. You often work with spectacular heavy lighting and visual production. How do you collaborate with them? I mean, do you meet with them first, like the lighting people, or you said that? Or, I mean, do y'all have like a meeting before, or how does it? Because it does look like y'all had all planned this. You know what I mean? I mean, everything was so in sync. You know?
Yeah, no. This was really a very good team. We didn't meet before. I didn't talk to them before. All I did was to give them my logo and some logo animations of mine. All the rest
Oh,
was
wow,
done by the team, but by the team of Purple.
wow, that's incredible.
They,
That's
they
incredible.
told me, however, that I don't have to worry. They have a really, really good team for that. So
Yeah, yeah.
I'm doing great.
It was really good. And just as a spectator, being Shelby and I were in the front, we were really enjoying it. I could tell you were getting into it. I could tell that fist bump was going up, and I said, okay, he's he's really enjoying this.
Yeah.
So
I mean, you could really feel the energy even by looking at the room. Everything
yeah,
was like,
yeah.
it was really great.
It was good. I'm glad you enjoyed that. And I mean, we definitely enjoyed it. So listen, we're going to take our first break, and when we come back, I'm going to ask you where our audience can see you next, if they can, here in the United States. So we'll be right back on Circuit Queen right after this.
Hey, it's Del Shores, and I just wanted to say happy Pride to everybody listening to the Coffee and Pan Dulce show. I love this show, and right now, during these trying times, it is more important than ever for us to stand up, for people to see who we are, and to be proud. I am proud.
Hey everyone, it's Christian Cano with the Coffee and Pandusha Show and Cannis Media. We just wanted to wish you a happy Pride 2026.
Howdy, y'all. This is a Pride message from all of us at Cannis Media saying Happy Pride 2026. Somewhere around the country, they have had rather Pride events, which Happy Pride again. And June is International Pride Month, which is what this special is all about. I hope you enjoy it. I hope it informs you on events going around the country. And most of all, enjoy your freedoms and enjoy Pride. Happy Pride, y'all.
Hi, this is Jurente Pascual Mateo. I am back. Spedica is back in 2026, and yes, my hiatus was sad, and it was caused by a bunch of, I don't know, butthurt losers. But I'm not gonna say that. Don't worry, I'm here. I'm gonna be annoying. I'm gonna say fuck fascism, and I'm gonna stand up against this shit. So please like, subscribe, enjoy my show, and let's fight against the bullshit that we continue to live with.
Welcome back, everyone. Hey, thanks for joining us, and thank you, Andrei, because I know that we're a 6 hour, probably 6, 7 hour, I can't remember, 5, 6 hour time difference. So your day's probably almost over where you're at.
No,
hey, listen,
actually, it's five in the afternoon.
oh, is
Very
it?
good
Oh,
here.
okay, perfect. Well, this is perfect. We've been recording all morning long, so I'm my energy level. I'm almost out of coffee, so I'm gonna have to go refill my coffee here. So listen, when should our audience members expect you back in the United States? Do you have any plans, or are you still waiting for that?
I'm not a big fan of traveling. So this is
Oh.
a big problem for me in general. I don't have a fixed date, but probably this autumn I will be back. Very probable, maybe back to Phoenix, where I went 2 years ago, I think.
Oh, wow.
And I
Yeah.
had fun there. But I'm in contact with a lot of other places. It's just about finding the right date.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, let
And
us know if you're going to.
also, I do not. Sorry, the music is very divided into the circuit market in the US.
Yeah.
You have the tribal, you have my main, which is I would call my style a bit more mainstream circuit.
Yeah.
And then you have the more tribal guaracha thing where again it's not my thing. I would not do it.
Yeah. Well, that was the question I had, but I'm going to let Shelby ask the next question because, I'm trying to educate myself and our audience on the lingo, like what the difference is between that. So that's going to be one of the questions I'm going to ask you. So go ahead, Shelby.
So, tying back to what you were just saying, what would you consider your subgenre to be as a DJ? Like you just mentioned tribal, circuit, your main ones, but what would you consider yourself at your core as a DJ?
Well, circuit for me is not a style of music. It's just a style of party.
Okay.
The circuit doesn't really exist. We just call it circuit because we remember the vibe or the way the music is. But in all, it's a style of house, progressive, tribal. This is what the circuit music actually is.
Yeah.
What I like is everything that's full of energy. I do like tribal a lot, so I like percussions. I like a strong beat.
Mhm.
It's very difficult to put one style. This is this. It's not. It's this with a lot of other things in it.
Mhm.
I like melody, so I don't like just repetitive sounds that nothing happens. And I like build-ups and going down and explosions. And that sounds bad for music. But in the end, yes, we can call it a circuit because it's easy for people to understand what it is. As
Sure.
you can see, it's easier to just put one word than to try to say, oh,
Yeah.
it's house, but it's with tribal beats, with a more strong kick, with melody, with
Yeah.
piano. Voila. So I would call it circuit mainstream. Voila.
That's, that's an excellent way of describing it because as someone who is recently new back to the circuit scene, that's an excellent way of describing it because you're right. Circuit is not a type of music. It's just like an experience, I guess, right? Is that kind of how you said that? Because because at the Purple Party that we attended, there were different types of music every night. And
Yeah.
so, one of our favorites that we had was what was her name? Shelby. She was at the pool party on Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sharon.
Sharon.
Sharon
Yeah.
Love.
Yep.
Sharon Love, I believe is her
Yeah.
name. She was
Yes, yes,
incredible.
yes. She's a very
That
good
was
friend of mine. We know each
oh
other for 15 years.
oh. We'll send her a message. We want her on our next show. So she was really good.
Yeah.
I was very, and her music was different than the Friday night music, which was
Yeah.
I forget who was Friday night. I think was more EDM ish.
Yeah. With ADM, techno. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So that was different as well. So that was really neat. All right, Andrew. I get to ask the second question. How do you manage the physical and mental burnout that comes with late nights, constant travel, and high octane weekends?
Well, the most easy thing I can say about this is that I love what I do. In terms of music and sharing the energy and the passion for music with everyone in the room, I love doing that. It's just that indeed traveling drains you. It's often you arrive in a place. Often my friends say, "Oh my God, you're getting to visit there and there and there." And often I arrive there in the evening. I get something. I grab something to eat. I have a little nap, shower, club, sleep 3 hours, airport, and fly away. And
Mm,
there is no time for me in this. But I have an amazing husband, so I'm compensating in the rest of the week to
mm,
recharge myself from what I'm losing into a weekend, for example. He's
yeah.
very understanding and amazing with what I do. And supportive, of course. But I guess that's where I find my balance in this.
Excellent. Excellent.
That's just great to hear that how you describe yourself as a DJ and being able to survive late nights, early mornings, no sleep is your support system. That's interesting to hear, but that's incredible that you have that. Okay, so the next question is going to be, how did you get started as a circuit party DJ? Like how did you get put into that kind of world of worldly circuit party travel DJ? I feel like it's like super specific niche of DJing, and it has to be small. So small world. Probably see a lot of the same people.
Well, I started playing in a small club in Belgium, in Brussels. This is now in 2007, I think. Those were very long nights. I was playing from 10 in the evening until 10 in the morning, all alone. So
Wow.
this is what the club DJ is. He does the whole night. And after about 2 years, I had the owner of this amazing party in Brussels, La Défense, that came by and we talked, we got to know each other. And then suddenly he proposed me to play in La Défense. That is the moment that a lot of doors opened for me.
Mm,
So from that moment on, I had a lot of people proposing to play here and there and there and there. And I could have maybe pushed it more than what I'm doing now, but I'm okay with it.
mm,
I don't need to be everywhere. I don't need to play everywhere. I don't need to play every weekend 3, 4 gigs because
mm.
as I told you before, this is really draining. And I want to be able to live life and enjoy it too, and to enjoy my husband.
Mhm. Good work balance. Work balance you got there. Home, is that what they call homework balance? Excellent.
Yeah.
I was going to kind of piggyback on that question, on how it does seem like, and maybe you can correct me, there hasn't always been invitations for European or South American DJs to come to the United States. It's usually been DJs from like New York or LA only. And so, I mean, has it been a while since they have been inviting here to the United States international DJs? I mean, for circuit parties, oh, shows you how old I am.
Yes. They do quite often. I see a lot of
Okay.
my colleagues that go from Europe a little bit less, but from
Yeah.
Brazil and all this, they often invite them.
Yeah.
It seems like it's a style that works because it's fast, it's
Yeah.
entertaining and happy, and it brings a happy vibe in the room.
So I'm going to ask the next question. Why do you think, or it seems to us, we hope it is because of our new show here, why do you think circuit parties seem to be not just surviving after a lot of them have closed down here in the United States, but now they're thriving? I mean, this last Purple Party was probably one of the biggest ones that they've had. So what do you think that is?
In one way, I do think that there is a decline in the circuit scene,
Mhm.
mainly because the music didn't evolve, really. And you get all these new DJs now that play all exactly the same. You have the impression that it's copy paste, the same playlist, the same song. They don't. They do zero research by their own, so they just play on repeat the same. And this, I think, brought down a lot the quality of these parties in general, and the conception of people towards it. I don't think the music has something wrong. I don't think the party itself has something wrong. It's just it became maybe a little bit too much the same.
Mhm.
That's why I love guys like George GSP, for
Mhm.
example, because he's trying to take the style into a bit more techno, but not techno. Let's say it's mixing it up to give it another kicks. I I think this is important because it will bring back the freshness of this circuit,
Mhm.
and it will it will always stay because it's the music that really works for game.
Yeah.
No matter how you put it, they need something fast. They need something that they can keep on moving, that they
Mhm.
can stay for hours, and that they can feel happy. And with techno, you will never get that.
Mhm.
With deep house, you will never get that. With after house, you will never get that because after 1 hour of little bit, it's finished. The energy is gone. So the energy you create with the circuit music is just unique.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent.
The music is just so incredible. It's you don't want to stop dancing. And they're like,
Yeah.
lights coming on, time to get out of
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, but that's an excellent point, Andre, because sir, I mean, as someone who we went to the Purple Party, and then last year I went to the Purple Party, went to Palm Springs, and then of course Market Days, and there's only so many great looking bodies that you could look at. I mean, if I mean, you can see that on the beaches. You can see it anywhere. You really need a good show, a good production, good music to kind of want to come back and spend the amount of money it takes to go to one of these events.
Yeah.
Because they're not. We're going to DC this weekend, and the passes for the whole weekend are quite stiff if you want to go to those parties, just like it was at the Purple Party. And so it does require good music and good names. So when they see a name like yours, they know they're going to get good music. When they see those DJs names, they know, okay, I'm willing to spend a couple of $100 on flight, $1,000 on hotel rooms, on entertainment. It's a $5,000 weekend. So
Yeah.
it does. It does. You do have to give them a production.
Okay. Next question. So what do you think the biggest difference after coming to our humble, small, tiny Purple Party in the United States? Just kidding. It's like very large, beautiful production. What do you think the difference was between maybe a United States circuit party versus the European circuit parties? Like, Size, venue, crowd. Is it all the same? Because music is universal. But yeah, what would you say the biggest differences are?
Well, in Europe already the parties are a lot longer. They're a lot more permissive. You're not having limits on drinking and closing hours. You have endless party after party after party for a weekend. Um, they're also a lot more structured, which means that most of them would have a special room where you can go and do whatever you want, which I didn't see yet in any of the parties I went to the US.
Then don't go to the don't go to the after parties.
Yeah, but even if there is,
I heard some rumors, but
I mean, even if there is not something that you would advertise.
Oh
Yes,
yeah,
in
yeah,
Europe
yeah.
it will be on the flyer, play zone, whatever,
Oh wow.
XXL play
oh,
zone.
okay.
Oh my.
They're
So it's something that you know
Yeah.
there is, and many people go for it. In fact,
Oh okay.
Oh.
it's a mix of dancing, drinking, and having fun.
Okay. Yeah.
This is
Okay.
this is mainly the big difference that I can see. It's a lot more expensive to go out in the US in a club. A lot more. I mean, here in Europe, in a big party, you will pay $30 to go in.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
What?
That's a bargain.
And
That's
yeah, I mean,
that's a deal.
30,
Yeah.
35, and okay, for weekend festivals, let me take this Circuit Festival, which is the most famous circuit festival in the world. They have 9 days. It's here in Barcelona. I will be coming
Uh-huh.
back for them in July. And they have 9 parties, I think 9 days. And the bracelet for the 9 days is $400.
Shelby,
So
we're gonna cover Barcelona next year.
Yes, sounds like we get a deal.
That's
yeah,
right.
so it's
I don't have to try to have the energy for all
Yeah,
the
yeah.
super quick. Take a
That
break.
is so okay. This is just a crazy. But how do they make their money? I mean, from the food or from I mean, is it more like a music festival or because the Purple Party was put on by a nonprofit, so the money goes to whatever the profits are go to
the cause, yeah.
to the cause, but there's a high production cost, and I'm sure it's
Yeah, but
tremendous.
it's not a pressure to make high profits for owner.
Sure.
I understand. So
Yeah, yeah.
And he
I
did say the
think-
bar is endless. Like there's no
Yeah.
limit on the bar.
Wow.
I'm sure.
Yeah, people. I feel that people drink more here because it's also more affordable.
Sure. Oh, I see. Yeah. Yeah.
But then again, your income might be different as well there. So maybe
Oh, okay.
yeah, the differences there are just about the production, which indeed in the US I see a lot more investment into production. But I can understand that you pay more, you can get
Sure.
more.
Yeah. I have seen, sorry to interrupt you, Andre, there, but I have seen, because I got, as we shared on our first show from, I forgot who we interviewed from Purple Party. I apologize. If he's watching this episode. He's the chairman of the Purple Party Purple Foundation. And Scott Livingston.
I have to thank him because
Sure.
in fact nobody knew me in Dallas, and he's the one who pushed for me.
Yeah, well, he sounded like the interview that we did with him. He sounded like he knew music, like he knew what he was. He knew the jargon. He's gone to Vegas for the EDM festivals and things like that. So I could tell he's like into music, like he likes music. But one of the things that I told him was kind of just a little backstory is in 2025 last year, when in January of last year, because of the current president who was elected. From some of the other shows that we produce here, I knew it was going to be a tough year because, it was just going to be tough. So I was looking for something that could get me through 2025 with my sanity. And so I started to listen to music on YouTube. and I just came across on my feed on YouTube Anna Louise, DJ Anna Louise.
Yep.
And I'd never heard of her before. I had been to a circuit party back in 2001, long time ago. And so I was like, oh my God, I haven't heard a circuit party in a long time. And I was just dancing to her. So I started watching her because it was kind of giving me like a release of, whenever I had some time. So then I started following her on social media, and she said she was going to Dallas to the Purple Party. That's how I went to the Purple Party last year. And of course I had not been to circuit parties in such a long time. And I was like, oh my God, these are huge. I mean, they're the production value. And so that's how I started, I guess what you would call back into the circuit party scenes, because so her music and a lot of people's other music who popped up have got me through 2025, because I knew we just got to get through 2025, and 2026 is be a better year for us here in the United States. And so that's kind of how I got involved, was watching her. And I see her performing in a lot in Brazil and in South America and so forth. And I think the Latin Pride and so forth. And their production looks incredible. I mean, it was just, it's more like theater. I mean, the people have costumes and so forth. And I was like, oh man, that looks like fun. So I'm dying to go to and I've seen the videos from, I guess is it called Circuit in Barcelona or what the one that you're going?
Circuit festivals.
Circuit Festival. I've seen those, and those DJs look incredible. I didn't realize it was that long of a time. So hopefully we'll be able to cover some of those. But anyway, I just thought I'd throw that in there. So if you are, I'm a Gen Xer. If you are of my age and you still feel like you have that little circuitness in you, there's probably one out there for you. You may need to go to Palm Springs, where the older people go, like I'm going. So they've got the circuit. Who I saw in Palm Springs? Anna Louise was there, but also is it Suri? Suri?
Suri, yeah,
yes,
he's from Spain as well.
I had never seen him before, and I saw him in Palm Springs.
He's a great guy too.
He's incredible. I was just impressed. I'm just amazed that people have that musical ability. So anywho, so listen, we're going to take our last break, and then we'll be back just for a couple more minutes to talk to Andrei. So we'll be right back on Circuit Queen right after this.
Hi there, it's Jennifer Roberts in Charlotte, former mayor of Charlotte. And I just want to say how wonderful it is that we have a Pride Parade and Festival here every year. It's so great to celebrate with the community, to let people be who they are, to let people love who they are, and to have the whole community share in that celebration, especially in these challenging times when too many people are being targeted just for who they are. So let's go Pride!
Coffee and pan dulce. How's that? Coffee and pan dulce.
Sounds great.
You sounded like a telenova. I mean,
I'm trying to. All I have to say is go. Yes,
as a non-Spanish speaker.
Sure. All right, let's talk about his Jesus Jesus meme. You know what I'm talking about? Okay, yeah. That'll be the show. All right, here we go. Okay, so we'll just take this last commercial, and then we'll come back. All right, here we go.
And this is the Ginny Award.
And this is the Pendejo Chronicles. Coffee and pan dulce. How's that? Coffee and pan dulce.
Hey everyone, this is Christian Cano with Circuit Queen and our co-host for this episode, Shelby, who is in New York, and we had the wonderful DJ Andrei Stan. Am I pronouncing that right? Is that correct? All right, from Belgium, from Brussels, but he's on holiday. So I want to thank him for joining us, and don't forget to watch this episode of Circuit Queen in June, and we'll have one every month, and so we'll see you next time on Circuit Queen. Bye, y'all. Welcome back, everyone. So listen, we're still here with Andrei. Thank you, Andrei, for taking the time. I know your time is valuable and you're on holiday, as I was joking before we started recording. In Europe, they call it holiday, right? We call it vacation, because we get so... Oh, is that a mimosa?
No, it's a mojito.
Oh, mojito. That's right.
I need one of those. I need one of those right now. I'm sweating.
Shelby's a mojito kind of gal.
I am.
So... anyway, so, not to digress here, but the Americans are jealous because it seems like every time you meet a European, they're on holiday. It's like,
Endless PTO.
Yeah. So you're always on holiday. All right. So listen, I want to circle back and kind of talk about the Purple Party and the Purple Foundation. We're actually really excited about next year's Purple Party, Purple Party PPW27. I have to get that right. They've already sold out of their first tier of VIP tickets. It's hard to believe. I think it was in like the first week that they released them. It was like the week after they've already sold out. So now they're in their second tier. So, if y'all are looking to go to something, and as Jerusalem said, the co-host from the last episode, if you want to spend your money, spend it to something like the Purple Foundation, where the money does go to the nonprofits. Plus you get great music as well. But I don't know. Let's go around and tell us your fond memories. I'll start, and then we'll end with you, Andrei. I really enjoyed the pool parties, mainly because I've lost 27 pounds, so I am closer to pool party. I'm closer to pool party. I know that's superficial, but at my age, I was just happy to be able to at least, be able at the pool. Instead of having to wear a one piece, and the DJs are always, it's just a different kind of music. It's just really nice. You can talk to people. We met you and other people in the VIP area. There was a young man that was standing next to us. Do you remember? He was from New York. He actually went by himself and went to Purple Party by himself. He just wanted to go. I think that's what he said, didn't he? And so I was
just wanted to experience it.
Yeah, and so he was enjoying himself. So I really enjoyed it, and specifically Sharon's. Is it called a set? Am I saying that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Sharon's set was fabulous, especially the end. It was really, really, I was just really impressed, and you could tell she really got into that one. So that was my least favorite, I would say, and this is just me, is I like going to the after parties. They're just so long. I mean, and I know that's probably more European because they last until like 7 a.m. I can't. That's hard. I know maybe if we went to Europe, Shelby, we'd have to like take a nap in the evening and then go or something. But I don't know how.
At 9, and then we'd go after dinner.
Yeah, I don't know how you do that. But anyway, but a lot of people love the after parties, and they were really fun. I had a great time. I went to all 11 events. So I was very impressed that I was able to do that, and I did not come out. Usually when I go down, we go down to Key West every year for a month, and usually when I come back from Key West, I have a cold or I caught something. I was fine. So other than missing all the fun, I had a good time. So Shelby, what was your best memories about the Purple Party?
I think, I really loved Sharon Love's set at the pool party, but I think my favorite part was seeing the production of the main event party. Like that, like Andrei's set, like you could just feel the energy from the crowd when he hit a high or low and the lights change, and everybody would just immediately just start dancing or moving or twitching. Like the feeling was always consistently there. And I just loved I had to take a few breaks because I don't know how they can just stand there and dance for hours and hours, but I was having a blast. watching the lights change and the music. It was just so much fun. I definitely enjoyed that. And the air conditioning
Yeah.
inside.
Yeah. When we first walked in there, it was cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, but on
before-
Friday it was freezing. On Friday it was
Yes,
freezing cold.
it was cold.
Yeah.
But I see why, because it starts to warm up as you start to dance, I guess. So
Yeah.
maybe that's,
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the reason. But anyway, I'm sorry, Shelby, to interrupt you. Go ahead.
No, that was it.
Oh, okay.
My favorite memories of the main party with the light, the production was
Excellent.
great. Yeah.
Andrei, what is your favorite memory besides your set?
Well, I would like to say first that I find that the concept of this purple party is absolutely amazing. Having that hotel where everybody stays in the hotel, or most of them, it's a hotel only for you. You can have these people walk to the reception in their little briefs and nothing else, and it's a sensation that I can imagine for them. It's like a total freedom.
Yeah.
Now you have to take a taxi to go to the main club, but then they made the after just right next to the hotel, which is again a bingo because you can just go to the after, you can go to the room.
Yeah.
Everybody can do whatever they want. The less fun thing was that I was on the 7th floor of the hotel, and I could actually feel the beat in my heart from the after party. I could hear every single thing until 7 in the morning. Even if I was not in the party, I was still in the party.
So that's funny you said that, Andrei. I was on the 9th floor, and when I came back from the after party about 4 o'clock in the morning, I get 3 or 4. I don't think I was ever out more later than 4, maybe 5. Okay, maybe 5. I could hear that beat, and I kept thinking that it was just, when you come back from a nightclub, I wear earplugs. You hear it was the beat from the tent, and then suddenly it stopped like at 7:01. And then I woke up because I couldn't hear it anymore. And I was like, oh, now I can't sleep.
I had the same problem, really. I was like, my God, I got used to sleep with it. And then when it stopped, I said, what the hell happened? Something happened.
Yes. So I wanna leave the audience with a funny and we can edit this out if you don't want to, but we actually met Andrei before we met Andrei, and we didn't know that we met him. Shelby, we were on Friday night. I don't know if you remember. We were dancing, and Andrei apparently was standing next to us. So I want to tell. I want to tell this little story, Andrei, and maybe if you want to edit it out. So Andrei was standing next to us, and we were dancing and having a good time and so forth. And then apparently someone walked by us because you can't. It's one of the things that I don't really like people touching me, but it's going to happen when you go to large crowds. And so I always try to stand in areas where people don't push you, which is why I never try to go into the middle, of dance floors or anything like that.
I'm the same.
Yes. And even if you're dancing with someone, they will walk in between you, which makes no sense. That's just rude. But, I get it. And that's just people are not always on their best P's and Q's. But apparently you were standing next to us, and I guess you were watching the DJ. I'm not sure if you were dancing, but you were watching the DJ. And then suddenly I smelt poppers. And I turned to you and I saw you go like this. Like look down. So it was obvious.
You didn't hear the scream?
No. I just turned to you and I saw you go like this. I think you maybe went like this. And I thought, okay, he was doing poppers and someone hit him and it killed him. And then I said to you, I said, oh, I was trying to be funny because, I said, oh, I don't know if you heard me. And you said that someone had walked by. Tell us what happened.
Well, there were 2 guys next to me. I think it's them. They were hugging and dancing, and while they were hugging, he had a little bottle of poppers, I guess, in his hand, which suddenly turned and all of it went on me. I was like, I could have killed them, really, because I hate it. I say the smell, and then suddenly, anywhere I would move, I was thinking of poppers.
So that is actually how.
And it was my it was my first 5 minutes in that room.
Yes. So that's actually how we met him, and we didn't know who he was. And then the next day at the pool party on Saturday, right after the interviews with Bryant, we were standing in the VIP section, and you were there, and I said, "Oh, that's the popper guy." And so that's actually I didn't know you were like a DJ.
Yeah.
I was like, I almost want to say, "Welcome to Texas." It was like,
Welcome to Texas.
exactly. So anyway, so you were such a good sport about that. It was a good time. I think everybody
Memorable.
Yeah, I do. I just want to recap. I want to thank the guys from the Purple Foundation. They threw an incredible event on. Scott Livingston, who was a guest of ours on the first episode. I want to thank him for joining us. I want to thank Bryant, who was did the interviews, almost all the interviews at the Purple Party. I want to thank all of them. There's so many to name. They do a. Yeah, Blake. Yes, Blake. Blake, who works year round on the with the Purple Foundation. All the volunteers they have. It takes a lot of people to put that on. It was simply incredible. The Sunday event was great. I don't know. Did you stay in town to go to the Sunday event?
Yes, I went. The location is really amazing.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
That was beautiful.
It's really mind blowing. It's the problem is I hardly had any energy left, so I was just sitting a bit on the side and having a drink. But yeah,
it was.
Yeah, I don't know how people do all this three in a row, but me with the traveling and everything after Saturday, after my set, my adrenaline level went down and finished.
So we're going to end the show here, and I want to once again, Andrei, I want to thank you. Is there anything you want to tell our audience? Anything upcoming, even in Europe, that you're doing that you want to share, or you want people, or how can they follow you on all your socials?
They can follow me on Instagram, on Facebook, on my website, any of them. My name is DJAndreiStan. Just write it. If you come to Europe, you should come to Shelby Festival.
Okay.
If not, we'll meet very soon. I will let you know.
Excellent. Now, little Birdie has it. Do you own a nightclub or something in our bar or something?
He owns two, right?
Oh,
two?
do you? I mean, do you? Okay, so you're on both sides of the business venture, aren't you? Do you DJ at those nightclubs?
Well, one of them is a party bar in Russia. Yes, sometimes, but it's not really my cup of tea. That's a different Andrei.
Next time we're in Brussels, and anyone who's audience members, if you're in Brussels, go visit his locations. We actually have a lot of people who go to that area of Europe periodically. So my dream circuit party would be to have a Friday night Sharon, Saturday you, and Sunday DJ Anna Louise. That would be a dream weekend, because those would be like the three people that I've actually seen, and DJ Suri is good too, but I don't think he performs that much.
Well, I kind of disagree with you a little bit, but okay.
Okay.
I would have them all three on Friday, on Saturday, and on Sunday.
Oh, yay! That's even better. That's even better. Yeah,
non-stop party.
I hope you don't mind me asking that. So, how does that? Obviously, you were the headline DJ, because I mean, the Purple Party was Saturday night. All the other parties are like pre-parties and early parties. So you were the main DJ, the main attraction. And I think I asked you this in the. Do the other DJs know who the main guy is? I mean, does that enter their mind, or they just have different roles, or how does that work?
Yes, and I think there was a lot of pressure on Scott for making this choice and imposing it to everybody.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah. Well, it was a good choice.
It's easy to take someone that people already know.
Sure.
You don't have to explain anything. But if you take someone that people don't really know and it goes wrong.
Yeah. Well, it was a good choice. It was a really good time. That was a really, really fun event. It It was great, and we can't wait to go next year. And we want to thank the winner. We actually gave away a pass this year, and he was able to attend. And I saw him, I think, at almost all the events. And he was dancing by himself, so he had a good time. So, well, listen, we want to thank everyone who joined us on this episode, and don't forget, we'll have another episode in July. Maybe if Andrei can pull some strings, we'll have DJ Sharon Love on it. And, maybe hint.
I can definitely try.
Yeah, or maybe in August we can get DJ Anna Louise, because she'll be in Chicago, who I'll be seeing when we go to Chicago. She's playing at Market Days or Meet. I forgot what they call it. It's like the MXXL or something like that. Anyway, so she'll be there. So hopefully we'll get them back. So all right, well, thank everyone for joining us, and we'll see you next time on Circuit Queen. Bye, y'all.
Thank you.
All right. Hey everyone, this is Chris and Cano with the June edition of Circuit Queen. We want to thank those who watched us, and don't forget to watch us on TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. But you can listen to the show on any of your favorite audio podcast platforms. We had Shelby, who is a guest host, calling in from New York, and we also had the famous Andrei Stan, DJ in Brussels, Belgium. Andrei, thank you for taking the time to join us. Got some new DJ verbiage like mash, is that right? Mash up. All right. Hey, we're educational too. We'll see you in July, y'all. Bye.
Hi everybody, this is Andrei from the Esperacast show over here. All I'm here is doing a little quick PSA. Use this summer to do volunteer work. Go to your nearest YMCA, go to your nearest homeless shelter, go to whatever community services or programs that you can help out and volunteer. Because right now, we have a bunch of fascist pieces of shit trying to rip apart our country and rip apart the people, our communities, by spreading hate and bigotry. The best way to combat it is, one, working in your community and standing strong to show that you are strong and you're here to help out others. Two, combat misinformation. If you hear bullshit, first research and make sure if it's true or not. If it is not true, call it out. If it is true, get the facts. Be knowledgeable of it, because it might come out later. So always stand against that. And three, fuck fascists. Stand against them. Make them feel uncomfortable. There is too many people out there feeling like they can say the hard R or say slurs or be violent. Make them understand that a lot of people die to make sure this hatred and bigotry does not exist. All our civil rights workers, all the people who restored normity, everybody who fought against intolerance and hatred, they died and worked their asses off to stop this. So follow in their footsteps and stop this madness. This is Andrei again from Esperacast, and all I can say is be there for your community and stand up for what's right. Fuck fascism and have a wonderful day.
Okay, hold on. And then we'll do the introduction. Hold on. And I apologize, I've been wearing this black shirt. Except my jacket. Here we go.
Don't worry.
All right, here we go. Okay.
That's cool.
Shelby?
That's how you can differentiate yourself from everybody else. Just have to do your own thing. I completely understand that. Okay. What could you tell your audience about your show for like what to expect for the Purple Party 2026 or I'm trying to read your questions.
That's fine. Which one are you?
The second one.
What could you tell your audience about your show at the Purple Party recently?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So ask that again. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm asking again. Edit. I was like PPW 2026. I was like, okay, that makes sense. Okay, so if you...
All right. We'll come back, Miha, and I'll ask the next question, and then if you can ask the one after, and just go ahead and pick one also from one of the other questions. It doesn't have to be in the top five.
Okay, do you want me to ask that question, or do you want me to ask? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, the genre question. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead. So full disclosure, because we're editing this out, all these questions are AI generated. Shelby, you want to go ahead and ask the next question? Or the next one?
Sure. Yeah. So
Shelby, you want to go ahead and ask or did you ask the last one?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna ask all right. Shelby, why don't you go ahead and ask the last question here, and then we'll just kind of talk about the purple party.
Okay.
All right.
Is there a particular, sorry, edit it. But is there a particular last question you wanted me to ask?
Either talk about the vibe in the crowd, the culture of the production, or your professional and lifestyle. Which area?
That I think we already spoke about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'm looking too.
Maybe you could ask something like what would differ between the circuit parties in Europe and the US in my experience.
Excellent
I think that's
question.
something interesting.
Good job. All right.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Let's just talk briefly about circuit party, and then we'll end. We got like maybe 2 minutes left.
Okay.
Girl, you having hot flashes, or is it hot in there?
There's no central AC in these old New York apartments, so I'm like.
I thought you looked shiny.
I'm gonna, once this is over, I'm gonna go outside. It's probably cooler outside.
Okay, so we're just gonna ask about. Here we go.
Perfect. I agree with that. I'm happy.
Yeah. Here we go.
Give me
1 second. Yeah, give me 1 second. We're gonna do a promo real quickly. Let me stop the clock here. All right. Give me 1 second. Here we go. Ready? You ready, Sweaty?
Yes, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Here we go.
You have to put that in.
Yes, that's it. What is that?
You have to put that in. Are you already ready?
Oh, yeah. Actually, we do have cutouts that sometimes we will put like the very end if people watch that far back. Okay, here we go. All right, we'll edit that.
What do I have to do?
Nothing. Okay, give me 1 second. We'll do one more button.